Okay then, so welcome to the Pilates full body workout. We're going to target hopefully every single muscle group in the body, and we'll do plenty of stretch and mobility as well. So just start off with your feet hip distance apart, feet are parallel, your knees are soft. Just draw your shoulders back and relax them down. We'll just start with a little bit of flexion, so we'll just slide one hand at a time down the side of your leg. Just let your head go with it as you give this side of your waistline a good stretch, and then breathing in, just take it down the other side as well. And as you come up tall, we'll just take it into some shoulder circles just to mobilize the upper back and obviously the ball and socket joints. Just rotate and breathe in, and then from there just begin to raise your arms up high. Just connect your fingertips, folks, and look up to those hands. Good stretch for the arms and the shoulders. And then with your head in between your arms, just maybe bring your feet slightly further apart. Just let it flow into some hip rotation. Just swirl your body around, change direction so your hips are coming forwards, and then you're just going to stick your bum out just to get around the lower back and the upper back areas as well. So just keep your hands over the head, your feet are fixed to the ground, just giving the spine a stretch now. Breathe in. Blowing out, just twisting to your left slightly with your torso. If you let your hips go with it, that's fine. Whatever makes it easy for you. Ideally try and keep your hips still, but if you need to twist, that's fine with your hips. Just rotate to the right, stretching that right side of the central of the spine. And now just take your hands apart, the chin tucks in, and we're just going to get down the central spine by just having your knees soft and just taking your fingertips all the way down to the ground in front of your toes. If you just let your knees go bent, sink your tummy into your thighs, just hold, so that's good for your lower back. Just straighten your legs for 3, 2, 1, and then bend again. Straighten the legs again for 3, 2, 1, bend again. And then with your hands into your feet, just let your head hang loose, just nod your head up and down, just take the weight out of your neck, and breathe and blow out. Head slows down. We're just rolling back up slowly there, just gradually bringing your hand up your thighs, head coming up last, and drawing the shoulders back again. We come back to the flexion, so your feet are close in, just stick your left arm out to the left. So as you slide your right hand down your right thigh again, this time just lift that left arm up high to really stretch down the left side of that trunk. Breathing in, up we go. Right arm to the right now. Just sliding your left hand down your left leg. And good stretch for the right side of torso. And then just coming up into your spine and your sides again, folks. Just lift those hands up high above your head. Nice straight arms. Keep the feet fixed to the ground. This is coming from your torso. Just leaning to the right slowly. And just go to the point where that left side of your back spine area is getting a stretch. Up you go. Breathe in, a little drop out to the left now. And as long as you can feel that stretch going on in the right of your spine, then we'll come back up and we'll just have another spine roll down. So just let your hands come in front of your thighs, chin tucked into your chest, knees are slightly bent. Just go ahead and roll down slowly, just taking your hands down your ankle areas and let the head drop. Knees are soft and bent, rolling back up slow. So each part of that vertebral column gets a good stretch off there. So just good one for the hips now. If you just start with your right foot flat, cross your left foot over the right foot, nice and tall, right hand on your right hip, left arm out to the left. If you just start sticking your hip out to the left, folks, just reach that left arm up and over your head, and hopefully you can just start to feel this outside left hip area pulling. So just take your time if you need to. Not the most natural position with your feet, so just have left foot flat, cross your right foot over as well, left hand on your hip, right arm to the right. So just begin to stick that right hip out to your right side, right arm over the head, pulling on that outer hip area. 3, 2, and 1. So we're stretched and mobilized, ready to warm up the thighs, the glutes, and the adductors now. So which way am I going to face first? I'll turn this way. So if you just start with your right foot flat in front and onto the ball of your left foot behind, draw the shoulders back, abdominals sucked in nice and tight as you exhale. So just crossing your arms over your chest, folks. We're just going to start with some basic lunges, just really bending those knees as deep as you can to about 90 degrees if possible. So applying all your body weight onto your right heel. 4, just 5 with this version, okay, down for 5 and up, breathe in. This time, as you bend your knees, can you just try and rotate your upper body to the right, back to the middle, up we go. Blow it out, bend the knees again, rotate to the right. So you're just giving that left side a bit of a stretch whilst testing your balance. Also, one more twist to the right, up we go, breathe in. And once again, guys, if you can just bend your knees nice and deep and just hold it this time. So we're just really putting pressure on that right glute and making the back of your front left quadricep contract as well. So just hold that still for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then up we go. So get a good start for the thighs and glutes. We're just going to get into the hamstring a little bit now on the right thigh. And we'll make sure we don't kick anything over. So we're going to just raise your arms up high above the head, lift the left heel, lift the left knee. On the exhale, folks, if you can just bend your right knee, just lean forwards a bit, taking your left leg behind you a bit, or a bit further to your maximum reach. And then from there, just bringing your hands together. On the exhale, just try and take your arms apart wide, and then breathe in, bring hands together again. Blow it out, working those upper back muscles a bit. Blowing out, and breathing in. Last one, just warming the arms and the upper back, and then coming back to the middle now. So we're just going to get into your adductors a bit. So we're just going to step apart wide in your stance, your feet stick out, your core is engaged, and we just lengthen your arms in front. On the exhale out, if you can just take the knees into a deep bend, really sit onto your heels, and take your arms out wide, just shoulder height level. Blow it out and breathe it in. 5 of these. On the 5th one, if you can just bend your knees and hold nice and still, and just begin to rotate your arms forwards, little circles. Pause, pulse up and down with your arms as well. Pause your arms, pulse your heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause the knees this time, just coming into a slicing action. So just bring your arms in straight, then take them apart, in front and apart, in front and apart. This time reverse circles backwards. Breathe in and pause, back to your pulsing action. Adductors working hard, glutes as well. Pause again, once again arms in front, take them apart for a slice. And again, pause, pulse up and down. And again, a little bit of rotation with your arms. Pause again, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just let your legs straighten for a second there. So heart rate increasing, blood flowing, body warming up. Now we come to the obliques. So 2 hands behind the head, chest up tall, abdominals sucked in. Just bend those knees nice and deep, folks. And now, can you just lower your left elbow slowly down to the left. Breathing in as you come up. Blowing out, right elbow down to your right now. So we're just crunching those side waist muscles again. Blowing out and breathing in. Adductors working hard because your knees are bent. Really having to contract your adductors to stabilize your balance. Breathing in one more time, blowing out and breathing in, and just let your legs straighten momentarily because we're going to get a bit of stretch into your inner hamstrings. Just let your feet face forwards now and do what you can with this. We're just looking down at the ground. We're trying to get either fingertips or flat hands to the floor. Straight legs or bent knees, just let the head drop. Take the deep breaths though, and those inner hamstrings stretch well. Then walking your hands forwards and then placing a right hand onto your right foot or ankle, straight leg or bent knee. Just get down that central hamstring before turning head to the left, breathing in and just pulling your arm back wide. Big stretch across the front of your upper shoulder and upper chest area. So we'll bring that hand in front, breathing in, left hand on your left foot now, central hamstring again, and turning head to the left, just pull back your arm slowly, get that stretch across the front of your left upper shoulder. So that's good for you with the hamstrings. We're now going to walk the hands back in and we'll point them laterally out to the sides. Left hand to the left, right hand to the right. Just bring your feet a bit closer in as well, folks. Bending the knees nice and deep if you can. And then just lifting your head and lunging side to side. That starts to really flex the adductor thighs, the inner thigh areas. Just lunging to the left and right. Nice and bent in your knees. 3, 2, 1. So slow it down. And keeping the knees bent, just bringing a hand up onto the front of your upper thighs, chest up tall as well. Breathe in. Can you just rotate your your left shoulder towards your right side to the point where that left shoulder blade gets a good stretch. Breathing in, head back to the middle, and then with knees bent again, just rotate your right shoulder towards your left side, and that right of your upper back hopefully gets a good pull on as well. Bit of pressure on your knees, so if you can't hold it for that long, absolutely fine. Just take your time coming back up, and we now come into the other side of our lunges. We'll be ready for the floor in a second, so just shake your feet off, and then with your left foot flat in front, step back onto the ball of your right foot. Shoulders are down, core sucked in to the spine, arms across the chest. Just take it into some slow and controlled lunges then, folks. Really bending those knees to about 90 degrees if you can, sitting onto the left heel of your foot. And 5, and up, breathe in. This time, as you bend your knees, if you can, just rotate to the left slowly with your upper body, back to the middle, straight legs, and then again bend, rotate to the left slow. Good stretch for the right side of your spine, folks. Okay, up. If this is too advanced, just keep the lunges going. The first set we did, but we come up and we breathe in, and once more now, we just put a bend into your knees and we hold still to really contract your right quad and left glutes. It's about another 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And those thighs will be a lot warmer now. Heart rate will be much higher also, but we're just shaking the legs off. And I think this is the last one, the feet, before we go down to the ground. So just 1 repetition of single leg reach. Core sucked in, raise your arms high, raise your right heel and knee up to hip height, left foot flat, and just take your time, bending your left knee bending your left knee, taking your right leg as far as you like behind you. When you get to your maximum, keep the arms straight. If you can, just try a little bit of lowering and lifting with your arms up and down, nice and straight. If I look at the camera, I'm going to lose my balance. So, no, just about holding it. 3, 2, 1, and then come down. That's good for the back of your thighs. We're going to give them a good stretch off as well. Before I go any further, I'm just going to make sure this is still filming. And must be my lucky day it is. So, ready for the downward dog then. We have your feet together, feet slightly apart, your chin tucked in. Just have a spine roll down, folks. Slide your hands gradually down the shins. Breathing in. Just let your knees go bent, and then if you can just start walking out onto your hands, which are going to go flat, your arms are straight. Drop the head, and just keeping those legs straight. We stretch down the hamstrings well. If you can, bring your hands a bit closer in. That'll just increase the flex in your hams. And then just at a steady speed, just bending one knee and straight with the other at a steady tempo, alternating to get down those lower leg calves. Breathing well. And now just coming down onto your knees, which are bent and together. We'll start with a lower back stretch. Just lengthen your arms in front, head in line with spine. Sit your bum down to the heels, drop your head into the floor. Good, stretch for your lower back and your spine. Just hold on and breathe. And from there, we'll just slide your hands back in, folks. So we're going to target the back of the arms now, the triceps, and then we'll target your lower abdominals. So first of all, just coming onto your knees, walking your hands out in front, and taking your hands just slightly wider than shoulder width apart, okay? We cross the ankles over behind you, head is in line with spine, the tummy, as you blow out, is engaged towards the spine. On the exhale, folks, if you can just get a deep bend into your elbows, as you lower your face towards the floor, breathe in as you come up, blow out as you go down. So just try and keep your elbows tucked in, avoid them sticking out, blow it out, and breathe it in. Really isolating triceps here. Blow it out and breathe it in. Blow it out and breathe it in. So about 8 if you can. Just, I think this is number 6, just 2 more. Up, and on your last one, if possible, just maybe hold the bend to really isolate your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe it in. And now, just slide your hands back in there. So that's a good warm up to get the back of the arms involved. Now we're going to warm up your lower abdominal core. So similar to the downward dog hamstring stretch, except again, just have your hands flat. And coming up onto the balls of your feet, folks, don't stick your bum too high though. Just try and have your back and butt nice and level. Abdominals are sucked in as you blow out. When you're ready, if you can just start driving knees one at a time up towards your lower abdominal core, just at a steady tempo to really get stuck in towards the lower core here, okay? So just drive it in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and placing your knees down. Coming off your hands, starting to warm up the abdominal core pretty well there. And just having a slight gap between your knees, your hands on your hips, shoulders are down. Just stick your bum out behind towards the heels, and then if you can just kind of scoop your pelvis forward, so just drop your bum back, avoid the heels, scoop the hips forwards again, the pelvis area, really targeting that lumbar spine and just aiding your recovery time as well. Okay, so just getting your inner thigh opened up a bit now. Just start with your right knee bent and place it under your right hip, left foot flat, stick it out to the left. Can you just stick the back of your left hand inside towards your left knee, right arm to the right. So just press that left hand, the back of your hand inside to your knee, folks. And as the right arm comes over your head, you'll feel a double stretch into the left of adductor and the right of your torso side. And now from there, we'll just let that left leg stick out straight, so your foot is facing forwards, and just move to the left a bit more so don't hit the telly. So we're just going to keep the core sucked in, and whatever you can do for this one. Option 1, just try to get those fingertips of your right hand as close to the floor as possible. Breathe it in and blow out as you go down, or just connect your hands above the head and very slowly edge out to the right to contract the left side really well. Okay, blowing out and breathing in, and again blowing out as you go down, breathing in as you come up. And then from there, folks, just get about 5 of those if possible. You're now going to point your left foot out to the left, and we're going to walk the hands out in front flat. So that should be stretching your inner thigh already. But if you look down at the floor and you just slowly sink your bum back down to the heel, you're just going to feel a really good stretch going on through your adductor thigh as well. So just hold there, 3, 2, and 1. And now lifting the head, we'll come off the knees for a second, just letting the knees point out to the right hand side. So your right foot is just in front of your left thigh, And first of all, we're just going to stick your right arm out to the right, grab your left ankle, just lean to your left slowly, folks. Just get a bit of stretch into that right side of your waist. And then with your hand, your left hand onto your foot or your ankle, just flatten your right hand to wrist, draw your heel in towards your glute. That'll stretch the quad off well. So we've worked your thigh already, the front thigh on your feet. So coming up from there, just slide your right hand in, lift the left arm up high as well, look up to your hand, breathe it in, just pull that left arm back wide so you're really opening up the front of your chest area now. Just getting it across here, 3, 2 and 1. And now getting into that upper part of your hip flexor. So we're just going to stick your right hand behind your butt, lifting your left arm up straight, breathe it in, just push your hand to the floor, take your butt off the ground, and that will really get into the front of your left upper thigh, folks. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then coming down from there, we're just going to turn the hands and the face to the right, and we're just going to make enough room to slide the hands out long, with your arms straight and your head going down to the floor. You should get it just around about here, folks, in that left underarm zone. So just hold as you drop your head, still and relax for 3 and 2 and 1, and then just lifting the head up from there slowly, just a bit extra into that left glute zone, the left gluteal. So we're just going to have your left knee bent, just give it a little bit of raise, up and down at a steady pace. 5 of those, 3 and 4 and 5, and then again making room for myself, we're going to just straighten the left leg straight, and we're just going to give that some raise as well. 1, 2, 3 and 4. On number 5, if you can come halfway down, left leg straight, just kick the left leg forwards and then kick back, blowing out, kick forwards again, and then come back, keeping it nice and straight. 1 more in front, and then kick back. Just take that left leg up as high as you can, a little bit of lowering and lifting. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring it down. So that's the left side of your glute done. We now come into the waistline again. So just 3 options for this. Just start with your right elbow onto your shoulder, head in line with sternum, core sucked in, and just, if you need to have your knees stacked up bent, that's absolutely fine. That's option 1. Option 2, you're going to have your left foot in front flat, and you'll just bring yourself off the ground like that, okay? Or if you can go for the third one, give it a go, okay? So just, in my case, option 3, piling up your legs straight, head in line with your sternum, core sucked in, raise the left arm, and just bring that side off the floor if you can, okay? So we're just holding currently. Right side is warming up well. You can stay still, or if possible, just scoop your left arm under your waistline now. Breathing in and blowing out, really maximising that right side. But if you need to stay still, folks, or come down, it's fine. Just do what you can. 4 and under. 1 more, and then if you can just hold up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and then come down from there. Stack your knees up bent in line with your hips, and just rest bending your right elbow with the side of your right side of head onto the right wrist. We're going to stick the left hand on the left side of your head, and we're just going to turn your head to the left slowly, and we're just aiming to get to the point where that left shoulder blade gets a stretch, okay? Breathe in, blow out, and then again, just open the page, folks. Just stretch left of your upper back, close the page again. 1 more time, you'll feel it in that upper back, and it'll hopefully release any knots that are there. And then just piling up your arms straight now, lying on the side of your head. If you just lift your straight arm back and over your shoulder, try and get the fingertips to the floor. Breathe, bring it down, and then just lift your left arm back behind your head, drawing a big rotation circle just to mobilize that shoulder. A couple of those, following it with your face. Breathe it in and coming around, and then just carefully coming up from the floor again there. Okay, so we now stick the left leg out to your left, right foot inside to your thigh. We're just sliding a left hand down to your ankle, grab it folks, and then look up to your right arm, which is straight, and that right side of lower back should feel a good stretch off. Breathing in now, looking towards your left foot. If you can just breathe in and reach out to whatever you can, the foot, the ankle or shin, but just drop your head down, take some deep breaths. If you need to bend your left knee, it's fine, just to make it a bit easier, but just really hit that central hamstring as best you can. And now we'll release the hands from the foot, and we'll get ready for a bit of work into your abdominal core. So we'll do the other side of everything after this core phase. Just start with your knees bent and imprint in your spine and head to the ground. So just keep your knees together, drop the bent legs to the right first, click that left side of your back off, breathe, and then drop bent legs to the left. Again, clicking on that right side this time, and then just centrally into your lower back. Grab your knees with hands, hug into your middle, just rock it from side to side carefully, and we're good to go in your back. And we just start with your feet flat, just sticking two hands into the lower back. If there's a gap there, guys, just allow your lower back to curve to the point where you can just about get two fingertips under your lower back, and that'll stop you getting from any back pain during this sequence. Two hands behind the head first, up to tabletop with knees bent, abdominals engaged as you blow out. Breathing in, just scoop your head and neck off the ground, and on your exhale out, very slowly, just lower your feet halfway down. Breathe in, come back to tabletop, blow out, lower your feet again. So just taking it nice and slow to really get the maximum amount of contraction into your lower abdominal core here, okay? Blowing out as we lower, breathing in as we lift. One more time, blowing out, breathing in, and just put your head down, let your feet drop for a second, keep the pressure on the lower abdominals for this next one, okay? So we're just gonna come into our reverse curl, hands are flat, close to your glutes, just cross your ankles over though folks, keep that tummy really engaged into your spine, tight abdominals, take your breath in, and just by your hands, try and bring your butt off the floor and hold still for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale out, breathing in again, just bringing butt off the floor, squeezing that lower core, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down, breathing in again, one more time for this, just again, lift the butt, squeeze your lower abdominals, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and untangle your feet and shake them off there. That's a good start for your lower abdominals. We're now going to go a bit higher up into the center core spots. So just having your knees bent and your hands just flat on the floor for this one. Take your knees apart, heels glued together, abdominals sucked in. On the exhale out through your mouth, if you can just extend your legs straight, folks. Keep the feet and legs together. Hold and breathe. And then bend those knees with heels glued. On the exhale through your mouth, just again, straighten your legs and hold still again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, heels together. Exhale out slow. Once again, straight legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your feet, give them a kick off. Okay, so ready for a couple of movements now that are going to target each side of the abdominals. So into a tabletop, hands on the ground, abdominals sucked in, we breathe. On the exhale, can you just slowly drop your bent legs out to the left, okay, as much as you can, and then just hold. So your left side will be starting to shake already, folks. Hold it still, and then breathing in, back to the center, blowing out, just dropping your bent legs out to the right as much as you can before holding nice and steady. Right side contracting. So similar to a hip twist, but we're going to add something on now, okay? We come back to the center, exhale out, bent legs dropping out to the left as much as we can. And then if you can, breathe in, extend the right leg straight and hold. Left side shaking, breathing in, back to the middle. Bend your right knee, and then drop out legs to the right. Nice and slow. Pause and breathe in. Straighten your left leg, folks, and hold. Really pressuring that right side of your tummy. Hold, hold, hold. Breathing in, coming back to the middle. And shake your feet off again there, okay? So your sides, upper side areas of your core are warming up well. This one is going to really start to get it firing up, okay? Those sides are going to work hard now. Abdominals tight. And if you can, just straighten your legs parallel. 2 hands behind the back of your right calf. Just lower your left leg halfway down to the ground, folks. Nice and straight. Avoid the table. And just grab those shins. Breathe it in. Just try and peel your head and neck off the ground. So for this one, we're just going to go with an action of going pull, pull. And then breathing in very slowly. Begin to switch. So hands onto your left calf. We go pull, pull. Then breathe it in, very slowly switch again. Grab the right shin, and we go pull, pull. Breathe it in, slowly switch over, grab the left thigh, and we go pull, pull. Breathe it in 2 more times, folks. Keep the chin tucked in to chest, and we go pull, pull. Breathe it in, slowly switch over, hands onto your left calf, and pull, pull. Breathe it in, bring your right leg back up. And just put your head down there, okay? Shaking your feet. That's a good challenge for your core. And it's good for your hamstrings, that as well, folks. All right, it's going to keep your hammies nice and flexed. Just have a full body release. Stretch out your abdominals. Lengthen your arms behind head, feet in front. Breathe in, exhale out. So feet stay together. Point the toes toward you. Raise your arms up high above the chest. On the exhale, draw the tummy into your spine. Breathe in again, folks. On the exhale, if you can, just begin to slowly peel your spine off the ground, rising up nice and tall. And if you need to put your hands into the floor for that, that's absolutely fine. It's a challenge, but just always do what you can. Keep the left leg in front, bending your right knee. Just put your right foot over your left thigh. Left hand on right knee, sit tall, and from there, little rotation to the right side as much as you can, to the point where that left mid side of your back is stretched, okay? And now, just come back to the center, we'll just switch over, so right leg in front, left foot over, and right hand on left knee, bit of a turn to the left, and the right side of back will be feeling that pretty well. Okay, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to get ready to come onto our fronts in just a moment. I need to make sure this is still recording. Just let me have a look. Yeah, excellent. So ready now to work into your upper back and lower back areas, guys. Your knees are bent together. If you just want to begin to walk your hands out in front, take them wide apart. We're just going to have a bit of cobra. We're going to slowly edge your head beyond your fingertips. We lift the head and chest up now, and we're just going to lower the front of your thighs down to the ground. And as you can see, that's caused a curve in the lower back. So we'll just hold that still and steady before coming down onto our fronts, just coming into our abdominal plank. So the last one for the core. Knees are, hands are cupped together, head in line with spine, abdominals sucked in. Take the breath, folks. Just push your elbows into the ground, and you can just stay on your knees if you need to, or coming up onto your toes, just keeping the body level without sticking your bum too high. Just give the shoulders, the core, the glutes and thighs some really good shake here, folks. Take a breath in. Try and tense your butt muscles now. Really tense those glutes, and maximize the shake for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then down. So if you can try and knock about 20 seconds of that, that'll be great. Now I'm going to turn to the camera for this one because I'm going to collide with everything if I face this way. So just targeting your upper back, legs are straight behind you, arms are lengthened out in front, chin starting on the floor. So we just start with a breath in, and we're going to lift the chin off the ground. Breathe in again, lift your arms straight in front, and then blowing out. Just try and bring the palms of your hands to the outside of your glutes. Breathe in, lengthen your arms in front, and then blowing out, bring the palms to the outside of your glutes again. So you're really squeezing your shoulder blades with this, building some tone in your upper back, improving that posture to avoid a round shoulder appearance. Okay, so again, breathing in as we come in front. One more time, hands to the outside of your glutes, squeeze the shoulder blades, and then back in front, okay? Great for your upper back. Now I'll turn this way, I think. So, coming into your lower back area, 2 options for this one. So just start with elbows bent, palms, fingertips piled up, chin on the ground. Take a breath in. Exhale out slow. Now on the inhale, if you can just slowly lift, palms off the ground with wrists just to the point where you're contracting that lower back. So just take it slow and breathing in as you lift. You'll know when you've gone far enough because your lower back will really contract in the slow spine. And then if you can, maybe just try and lift your feet off the floor as well. That's a bit more advanced though, so don't overdo it if it feels too much. Just give the lower back some contraction with roughly 5 back extensions here. Once more, breathing in, blowing out as we come down. All right, that'll do for your front. Actually, just take your arms apart wide and turning onto the side of your head. One more phase for the upper back. Try and lift your arms up as high as you can. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, nice and straight with your arms. Then lower your arms down. Breathing in. Just again, squeeze the shoulder blades of your upper back. And just try to avoid taking your arms behind you, folks, okay? Keep the arms level and down. One more time, lift up high and level. Upper back works hard. And now we'll come back up into our kneeling position. So lifting your head and chest gradually off the floor. Up you come. And as you do, just try and take your knees apart with toes together, elbows under the chest direct. Hands cupped together as well. Breathing in, just slowly sink your bum down to the heels and your head goes down to the floor. That gives the central lower back a good stretch off, particularly after what we've just done down there. Let's bring the right hand under your face on the floor. So left hand behind your head. Bring your left elbow into your right wrist, folks. And then just turn your head to the left slowly as much as you can. Stretch that left shoulder blade. Okay, and then switch off to your left hand, right hand behind your head. Bring the elbow into your wrist. Breathe it in. Extend out again. And that will do nicely for your upper back and lower back areas there. So what's next? We come into the next round of waistline sculpt. So it's just a case this time of having right foot flat, right knee bent. Back of your right hand, push it inside of it towards your left knee. And with your left arm out to the left, just lean to your right hand side. Get a double stretch in that adductor and that left waistline. Okay, and then with your right foot stuck just straight facing forwards, your right leg straight, your core sucked in. Do what you can. Level arms with fingertips getting to the ground as much as you can, or fingertips together and just slowly leaning out to the left. Breathing in, up you come. Blowing out as you drop down. Breathing in, up we go. One more time. Breathing in. And then from there, just stick the right foot out to the side and we'll walk the hands out in front flat. That might be tight enough here in a thigh, But if you sit your bum back onto your heel and you drop your head down, that'll just give that adductor the best stretch possible. Okay. Breathe and relax, nice and calm. And then the left leg can, the right leg can slide back in. So both knees are bent, sticking out to your left this time. Left foot in front of your thigh, chest up tall, right hand on the ankle. Just lean to your left first of all, then folks, just pull into that left side of your trunk torso. Put your left hand down flat, raise the right arm straight, and look up to hand. Pull it back now, folks. Get across the front of the right chest area. And now from there, we just stretch that quadricep that we worked with the lunges on the feet earlier on. Just grab your foot or ankle, draw your heel into your glute, and stretch the quad off, and then pushing back up, we hit the hip flexor, the upper thigh of your right leg. Just put your left hand down, bring your butt off the floor, leaning back, and really stretching into that right upper thigh. Okay, and then bringing your bum down. Time for the right underarm. Keep the shape with your legs. Just turn your hands facing head to the left though, and then slide out arms and hands long, lowering your head down, pulling into the right side of your underarm. 3, 2, 1, and then with your left hand and wrist diagonally out to the left, your back right leg bent still, just give it a little bit of lowering and lifting, bent up and down for 5. Okay, 4. And I just realised I'm going to come forward so I don't kick the furniture. So just straight with your right leg, just lift as high as you can. 1, 2. Really get down the outside of your glute and abductor thigh here, the ITB. 4 and 5, halfway down. Now we just kick forward slowly, and then we hope we avoid the speaker. No, we don't. We're just gonna kick forwards and then kick back a little bit, and then kick forwards and then kick back. Take the right leg up high, little circles, lowering and lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bring it down. All right, so now back to the obliques again. So just stack up your knees bent, elbow under your left shoulder. If you need to just do that option, that's fine. Or with your bottom left leg straight, your right foot in front, you can do it like that. Okay, so just select what's right for you. If you're going for the full one, join me on this one. Head in line with sternum, butt off there, stand off the ground. Just a basic plank first of all then folks, and then from there, just go ahead and scoop your right arm under the waist. And again, blowing out and breathing in. Blowing out, breathing in. 5 of them if you can. 4 and under. Up we go. Let's hold it still now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay, great waistline sculpts. So now we just finish off the back and shoulder mobility, folks. Left elbow bent, left side of your head down on your wrist, fingertips of right hand on your head. Just bring your right elbow back a bit, stretch that right upper back area, breathe it in and close the page, and again, pull back and close the page. Just, sorry, I should have said swing your knees round in front of your hips, and then with your right arm straight, pull that back as well, and mobilize shoulder joints. Okay, last one. Bring it around, and from there, we're breathing in, we're coming up, and we're just sticking the right leg out to the right then. Right hand going down to your ankle. Look up to that left hand and arm, and stretch that left lower back off, and from there, raise your arms and just reach out to whatever you can. Toes, foot or ankle, drop your head, stretch your central hamstring off, and from there just release the hands from your foot, ready for a bit of relaxation. So just try and squeeze this in If you've got time, just drop onto your spine with your head down, your hands dropping out to the sides. Take your knees apart, folks, feet together flat, and just let your eyes close down. So a little gap under your chin, give your lips a lick, and just open your mouth, lips pursed. Visualize positive green energy. Slowly breathe that in. Exhale out anything red. Turn your head out to the left shoulder, nice and slow. Mobilize that neck and pause. Take it in through your nose. Out through mouth. Feeling chilled and calm, soothing your mind. Turning your head out to the right shoulder. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it in and out through nose. As the head comes back to the middle, just place your fingertips onto your temples now. Just have a little bit of massage into your head. Little circles going on. Just clear your head and relax. And if you can just think of positive green energy once again, open the mouth, slowly breathe it in. Blow out. And from there, knees closed, feet off the ground, just wrapping your hands around the knees, ankles crossed over. Pull knees apart, hug them to you. Just give the legs a bit of a rotation then, just to massage the lower back. And after you've rolled like a ball, just carefully pull yourself up there. And we'll just finish off with a cat curve, folks. Just have your hands under the shoulders, knees into the hips. Just drop your head, let it hang loose. Push your hands into the ground, chin tucks in, arching your upper back. Lifting the head, lifting your butt, and just feeling that into your lower back area as well. Once again, let the head drop, push your hands into the floor, chin tucks in, and then lifting your bum once again, with the head coming up. That's good, so finish your spine off, but just kind of weave in and out now. Just give your body and back a bit of twist. Different shapes, figure of eights if you like, just weave in and out. Just to finish and click your back into place, and then with your knees together, just slide your hands back to the feet, drop your head down, central lower back release once more. And then finally, if you can, lifting your head up from there, walking your hands in, just take your knees apart and try to place some elbow pressure inside to your inner thighs. Fingertips down, final stretch for the abductors there. Okay, and then just make the transition up carefully. Just bring the head up last, and at the top, just give your arms a swing, a few deep breaths. Blood flow coming back to the head. And shaking that around just across your upper back as well. Fingertips up top, just rotate. Getting across your upper body. 3, 2, 1. And the last one, just putting your hands behind your glutes there, chin tucked in, deep bend of your knees, sink your core into your thighs, lift your hands behind back, look down and stretch the chest and lower back area off. Release the hands, carefully bring yourselves back up, and as you do, have a float with your arms. Deep breath in and shake it all around. Okay, hopefully everything has worked. We've just about hit everything in the body there except the biceps, but if you head to the gym, do some bicep curls now. That'll complete your full body workout. Okay, well done. Thanks very much.